Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ska, and this is something new. Well, not really, but it's The Sims 4. It's been out for a while. Anyway, the thing that I'm doing here is a new challenge, which is the Socialist challenge by PyroFalkon, whose channel will be down in the description below. Anyway, the gist about this challenge is that you're trying to get 8 Sims to the top of every conventional career track in the game. So any base career, and you're just gonna try and get there. And I'm currently creating my Sims. So this is all extremely sped up right now, exactly. As you can see, I mean, it's not that hard to not see that. I've got a list here, maybe you can hear it, with all the rules, which as well will be down in the description if you would like to play it yourself. I mean, go ahead. I'll just go through these rules real quick while this video plays back in the background, and I'll kind of explain what's going on with the Sims here. Currently I'm working on Val Vilcek, who I don't know why it. By the way, everything's randomly generated. I mean, aside from the obvious, me getting them all dressed and all. Everything else is completely randomized. The traits simply to, keep it challenging. You'll see why. Anyway, so let's go to the rules. The goal is to reach top of all conventional career tracks, which would be astronaut, criminal, culinary, entertainer, painter, secret agent, tech guru, and writer. So all of those 8 careers will be used in this challenge. The score is capped in the sense of the number of sim days it takes you to reach that goal. And move-in is day 1, basically. So as soon as we've got the house built, as soon as the guys are in the house, we're gonna have to, day 1 already started, basically. So that's that. By the way, I'm really bad with create a sim and makeup and stuff, and so just look away, please. I'm really bad at it. But anyway, the settings are, well, unrelated Sims. Again, all these rules will be word for word down in the description. I'll maybe even add just the little kind of like a post-it of each sim that I've got for this challenge. We'll see. Anyway, 8 completely unrelated Sims, because we all know that if a Sim is related, they already start out with certain benefits in the sense of relationship, which we don't want. Jesus Christ, why? Yeah, pick that. It's horrible. It's kind of horrible. Anyway, all Sims are human young adults, as we can see here. The aspiration will be the same for all to keep it kind of working out. I mean, they're all gonna have the big happy family aspirations. So hopefully we won't have too much fighting and bickering going on during the challenge. Next up, we've got the random traits. As I said again, I ran all those. I ran them all 8 times. I ran a random generator, and this is what came up. Also, the names, they're completely random. I would never get the idea to call someone Gerardo Sulejmanovski, which we'll see in a moment after Chieko here, who I'm still kind of working on the hair, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing. Gonna be honest, I have no idea. So yeah, there's that. Next up, the game settings. Aging is completely off because, well, they're gonna get old at some point, and we probably won't be able to do all of these goals by then. So yeah, aging is off, and we'll need high free will, simply because otherwise it'll be a complete and utter disaster. Like a complete mess. It would be a mess, okay? other overall rules, which I'll explain in a moment. But let's just see what's going on the screen right now, because again, you know, I completely have no idea of what's in or what people will wear, so they're all gonna look ridiculous. I'm just gonna point that out right now. They're all gonna look absolutely ridiculous and horrible. And there we go. We've got Gerardo Sulejmanovski, whose name I would never even get the idea of getting. So random generation for all. Sorry about that. I'll link all of that in the description as well, the random generated names. So yeah, this is the first episode, or episode 0. I want to kind of talk about what I'm planning on doing with these videos. I'd like to keep these up daily, because each sim day is basically an episode. I think it's the easiest way to keep track of how many days I've wasted on this challenge, I've spent on this challenge. It's to take all the sims and kind of each day end an episode at whatever time we jump into the game and start one at the same time again in the next episode. And that way, whatever number of episodes we'll have at the end, that's my score, which I think is a good thing. So this is episode 0 right here, which is basically the introduction to the challenge. And I think with Gerardo, I'm going for kind of like the athletic type, obviously, with like, oh no, that's the army type, exactly. Yeah, I went with the kind of like army guy, because army guys always have black gloves on. Yeah, I mean, you realize I've been there way too long. If you realize you're too long in the army, if you start creating sims that look like they're in the army. I think I'm actually looking for a beret right now. Yeah. It doesn't have a beret, the game, but I kind of made it anyway. So this guy's infantry because he's got a green beret. Anyway, let's just go through the last bit of the rules going on, which I have on a horrible piece of paper that I've already used to print out something or another. Anyway, we've got the overall rules, which will be all sims move in together, no merging, because if we would merge, that would mean that every sim brings some money into the household, which in return means that we start out with like 150 grand, which, it's nice, but it's not the gist of the challenge. So the way we do it now, we'll probably start out with 40 grand, a bit more than that, and that's it. And then we need to get jobs. Geez, this is just like real life right now. This is scary. Next up, the law is unrestricted. You can choose any law. However, moving is not allowed. So I went for one of the bigger lots. I think one of the biggest lots in the game. Which as well, I've taken a lot of inspiration also on the way I built the house by PyroFalkon. So again, I'll link his channel in the description. That way you can go check out his Let's Play and laugh at how horribly bad I am at it. Yeah, well, you can look at that. I took a lot of inspiration from his house that he built. Simply because it seems to be a good idea to build it that way. I mean, yeah, it's just a lot. It was a bit easier for me after that to build a house, because I'm bad at architecture. I'm bad at creative sim. I can't do that kind of stuff really well, and he can do it better at least than me. And there you go. That's the reason why it took a lot of freedom in kind of stealing his idea, I guess. So sorry about that, but I did link in the description to his channel, so you guys can go check him out after you watch this video, or now. I guess it wouldn't really matter. Sure, go now. but come back and continue watching this video because we haven't gone through all the rules. Next up, we've got that death is permanent. I mean, that's kind of a given, isn't it? I mean, you die, you're dead. Like, we don't have that sim anymore. And that brings us right into the next rule, which is no kids. These are the 8 guys we have, or guys and gals, and we're gonna have to go with them and keep them alive. And if one of them perishes during this series, I guess, well, I guess one less mouth to feed, as bad as that sounds. But in the end, we still have to reach the goal of having every career done, which basically means that every sim can do one career. But if one of the sims dies, you know, someone's gonna have to start a second career after that to keep the challenge going. Next up, the sims share everything, and beds as well as rooms that are multiple rooms. They're the same. They must be identical because we're socialists. No one has a claimed bed. No one owns the stuff. It's everyone shares the stuff, which is, you know, it's a nice concept. No walls. Everything's nice. Yeah. Again, as a Swiss person, this concept isn't too far away of what we know. Simply because we're not like Soviet Union or anything like that, Soviet Russia, not in that sense, but everyone kind of lives thanks to everyone else, I guess, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, you work, and a amount of the money that you earn goes into a big bowl of money from everyone that works, and the people who are retired or can't find a job, they basically get money, or a percentage of that money from that big bowl that everyone else is paying in, which is a good concept as long as you don't have like baby boomers generations which are all retiring at the same time, like right now. But that's a whole different theme. That's a whole different thing that's going on. Next up, we've got no rewards, or no rewards. From the reward store, it will make the game easier, and we want it to be as challenging as possible, don't we? Every second is gonna be recorded. Stuff like this, or building stuff, I'll probably speed up simply for you guys not being completely, you know, boring your minds out, I guess. So yeah, that's that. I'll speed up the stuff, but every moment is gonna be recorded. I won't cut out anything, which basically means these are gonna be like 20-minute episodes, because that's probably how long they would go. Which I think is an alright length in like episodes. What the hell am I doing? Just don't question what I'm doing right here. Don't question anything about Creator Sim or like anything, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. I didn't have any idea what I'm doing yesterday when I actually recorded it. So that's that. And these are the last 2 rules. No restrictions on order of the careers, as well as 1 branch per career, basically. So, I mean, you can choose which branch you want to go for. So yeah, that's it. That's the challenge. That's the Socialist challenge. Again, everything's gonna be down in the description, where you can look up the rules. You can go to the channel to PyroFalkon's channel, and that's basically it. I'll probably put this family up on the gallery if you want to. I mean, it's your choice. You can go download them, play the game, make your own family with the random sim generator thing that I used, and that's basically it, I guess. And now to the way I want to do these episodes. I'll record a bunch in advance, like I'll play 90 minutes or whatever, 2 hours, and then I'll edit them per day, sim day, and upload them on, I want to try daily basis. Probably won't work out, but I want to try daily basis. It's going to be at least twice a week, 3 times a week. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're going to figure that out as we go. Now, where am I with... Yes, this and then the last one of our 8 sims, which is going to be a complete mess to play, because I lose my, how do you call it, I lose overview real quick, you know. If suddenly everyone starts doing something, I'll have no idea what the hell is going on, which it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a interesting project going on right now, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just mad, absolutely mad. I'm absolutely sure about it, because I already know what the traits are, and some of them I just don't know how I'm gonna even remotely finish this challenge, because, or finish it. My goal is to basically be PyroFalkon, but PyroFalkon, that's my goal right now, and see if I'm even able to. But I'll probably mess up horribly along the way, and a bunch of sims are gonna die, and horrible stuff will happen. So now we've got Don Fraley, who I think I'm kind of going with a rocker style. Does that make sense? Like a rock star thing? I've got no idea what I'm doing. Again, it's something that I can't stress enough. If you see someone actually doing something and like they can actually do it, I'm the opposite. Like, this is the opposite of that, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just picking stuff that kind of matches. You can see all black. All black underwear on fire, just crazy. I've got no sense of like style, or just no sense at all of the things that I'm doing. But yeah, now we're going to the traits with Valvilcek. We're gonna go with a slob, which is gonna be interesting, as well as a clumsy and cheerful trait. With Jeko, we're gonna go a bit completely insane with literally the insane and loner trait, as well as the snob. And this video is way too fast for me to explain, so again, the whole things will be in the description. Gerardo, he's gonna be a dance machine, glutton, and unflirty, which I don't really know how that works. Well, I guess you can do that. However, I'm not sure how I use the dance machine trait in a series like this. And as I said before, Chieko Layashki, she's gonna be a bloody handful, and this is the family. This is who we're gonna go with in the game, which I just call it Socialist Challenge House, I think. Yeah. And this is who we're going with, a bunch of young adults trying to live a life. And now we're gonna get to the building of the house, which you're completely free what you do, as long as you keep the rules of all beds being the same and all shared rooms being the same. Like, if you've got 2 living rooms, they look the same, as well as the 2 bathrooms, kitchens, whatever. It all looks the same for everyone. Everyone has the same situation. And the way this bedroom looks like, it actually reminds me of my time in the army, which is like, I mean, 8 beds, that's like the room of a sergeant, basically. That's very luxurious if you've only got 8 beds. That's good. That's a good room. Because a normal soldier, he'll be in a room with 11 other dudes, which is weird at points. Going for a simple kitchen, however, again, something that I took from PyroFalkon is to use a bit of things that aren't that low budget, so we don't get negative buffs from a bad refrigerator or whatever. Going with a comfy set of living room equipment, which is nice. A little table for the TV and a not that expensive TV, in my opinion. I mean, it's a small TV, but yeah, you'll see what's gonna happen soon. We're gonna have a little gangway right there, a little corridor, which I will connect with the kitchen as well. A bunch of rooms. I mean, I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a phone message, a WhatsApp message from some friends I know. Yes, obviously I know my friends. You've realized that correctly. Going for a cheap carpet floor and bunch of cheap wall papers and kind of a rustic outside. I don't know if it's cheap. I hope it was. Otherwise I just probably waste a bunch of money. I went with these weird 1 square windows, but realized that they don't match up with the bed and they just look ridiculous. So I decided to go with the high open windows, which I really like. I like those windows. So I went with a bunch of these and wasted like 300 simoleons on each one of them. I just like these big open windows. It's so cool. Really like them. And then I realized I still need a bathroom, which is problematic. I don't know why I forget the bathroom. Again, I'm doing it kind of in a way that he did, to get as much as possible in as little as possible. So I just copied that, moved the room there. Couldn't copy anymore because I'm out of money, and I just moved that one there. So we've got 3 bathrooms, which are ridiculously small. Ridiculously, and we've got the cool bathroom doors just to kind of fit the style of the whole house, which is lights. I forgot lights. Exactly, lights. I really don't like lights because you don't see them in the game, and they still cost you money, and money doesn't grow on trees, guys. They don't. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue, because I realized I ran out of money again. So I'm gonna go and get the cheap cooker, which isn't what I really wanted originally. But TV is a good thing because that way everyone in the family can straight up learn cooking by watching the cooking channel, which is a good thing to do because they won't burn down the house within a day. Looking for roofs, I can be honest, usually I don't use roofs, so usually I just have like a flat roof. Like I don't even use roofs because I can never make it that it looks well, which, I mean, as you can see here, I absolutely can't. So if you know how to make a nice roof, tell me down below, because I don't know how to use it, how to make a nice roof. we're gonna have, I think I'm gonna build myself a small roof, which ends up looking a bit ridiculous, but now we've got it done. We've got a roof matched up with the whole rest of the house. We've got a little mailbox. We're gonna get a bin, an outdoor garbage, which I chose to pick one that actually looks like someone lives there, and I'll just do some cosmetics. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see or be notified when these videos come out, and I will see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.